I can't wait. Nah, I can't wait. Gotta go get to the money, gotta participate. Nah, I can't wait. I ain't starting late, starting on time, I'm on my grind.
What's going on, y'all? Of course, I had to come on here and just talk to y'all and give y'all some update about my training and about me getting prepared for this race. So, therefore, I want to talk about some things that I've kind of been switching up since my Phoenix race and some things I'm working on this camp that I didn't do last camp that I know will most likely shave off a couple of minutes to my race, hopefully down to a sub 60. Now, the thing is, you're a lot of people throwing a sub 60 out, but y'all throwing that out just hoping it's going to happen by luck. What I've learned from my last race in Phoenix, that is not going to happen by luck. I didn't even think it was going to happen by luck before then, but getting out there and doing a 106, what it takes to get a sub 60, yeah, it's some work. So therefore, I just wanted to kind of give y'all an update, kind of let you know where I'm at and what I'm doing. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to tell y'all I'm an expert in this. I'm not an expert in this. Actually, if y'all got advice for me, please let me know, because I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not a fitness professional. I am a real estate investor. I'm all that stuff, and I'm a hybrid athlete. I'm always looking for some critiques to help me improve my game. So one thing that I know for a fact that's going to change a lot for my race and your race, I promise. Like, I may not be an expert, but I know this is going to help. I'm training very uncomfortably. No. Hear me out. Of course, people going to say, well, all your training should be uncomfortable. It's training. It's working out. Yeah, I understand that. But there's a difference between training just because it may be hard and training because it's uncomfortable, right? When I mean by training by uncomfortable, if you guys know the heart rate ranges, right? So you got zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. A lot of us probably don't train in zone 4 that often. I'm telling you. Because a lot of us are scared to even push our bodies to that point to where we hit zone 4 and zone 5. We don't want to get to that point. We want to feel comfortable when we're training. We want to feel tired, but you don't want to feel like exhausted, right? I'm training at a point to where I am training to be uncomfortable. That's the main difference that I'm working on here. What do I mean by this? Well, during my race and prior to my Phoenix race, I always was the one that was in the training group with Club Endure or whatever, you know, shout out to Club Endure, that my heart rate, will everybody be like, they in zone 4, zone 5. But I'm finishing before everybody. I'm obviously going, not everybody, sometimes. Or I'm also going hard, but I'm in zone 3. I'm in zone 2, zone 3 most of the time. Like, everybody else would be like, bro, how you never hit zone 4? Well, here's what I learned. After the race, I looked at my whoop, and I'm like, bro, you in zone 3 most of the time. Like, I'm going to try to put it on the screen. Like, when was my race? I think it was January 31st. That had to be my let me see. I'm actually going to show y'all because I need to. I want y'all to see this. I'm dead serious. Now, I did the zone. Now, I remember I did a 106. Thank God for that. I always want to do more. I want to do better, of course. But, hey, you know, this is what we got. 18 strain. Let me see something. Look at this. Can y'all see? Y'all see that? This is zone 3. This is zone 4. This is zone 5. I was in zone 3 most of the time. I'm going to put it on the screen, too. I was in zone 3 most of the time. Now, what does this mean for me? That means I wasn't pushing myself hard enough during the race. That means I went back to my level of comfortability. Now, say we are zones most of the time, and your strain is just showing how much effort that you put in. If I would have put that effort in to be at a zone 4, I probably could have got a sub 60. But since I didn't put it all out there, I'm running so comfortable. I'm being so reserved. I know for a fact that's why I didn't hit the sub 60. If you look at all the elites, I'm pretty sure if you look at their whoops and everything, bro, they're probably in zone 4 and zone 4 most of the time. Now, there's a space where you don't want to get too high because then you can't come back down. Now, I'm not saying you want to just spike your heart rate there and just stay there. No, you need to know how to control your heart rate. You need to learn how to do those things, but you need to know how to stay in that zone and get comfortable being there, because we always fall back to our level of training. Simple. And that's anything in life. I'm not going to go into the whole life thing because y'all know, but I'm not going to go into the whole thing of life. But ultimately, that's what it comes down to. We're going to fall back to what we're comfortable with or what we're familiar with. So since I'm comfortable and familiar with zone 3, even if that zone 3 may seem like, oh, that is great, bro. That's crazy. You were in that. Yeah, but I'm not pushing myself hard enough. So that's all that means, that I'm not pushing myself hard enough to where I need to be able to get a sub 60. So yeah, I may be running fast to somebody else or moving away at a good time or on the ergs doing good to somebody else, but that's not good enough to get that sub 60. The only way that can happen is if I train to the point where now I'm training, bro. Say before I was in zone 4 training for 30 minutes a week, maybe 35 minutes a week. I looked at mine today. I was in zone 4 this week for 54 minutes, Thursday. 54 minutes already. Why is that? It's because I'm consciously pushing myself. Just understanding that I'm cool with training uncomfortable. Now, this is the thing. Zone 4 is uncomfortable. That's why I'm telling you zone 4 is an uncomfortable place. Like, it's not, like, you will get comfortable. You'll get used to being there. But it's still like, okay, cool. I know I'm pushing myself. I'm probably going to be tired here. After this, I'm probably going to be burnt. But that's okay. The point is to leave it all out there. Now, here's the thing. It's a difference between training uncomfortable and doing things that are unbearable. So you have to find out what is uncomfortable for you and what is unbearable for you. You're not saying go unbearable because obviously you can't hold that. Now you can do that in some training sessions, such as like VO2 max days where you're just going balls to walls just to get your VO2 max right. But ultimately, you still have to find something that you can actually hold. When you're in zone 4, most likely you can hold it as long as you're not high in the zone 4, about to be all in zone 5. You can hold it and continue moving. The thing is, we get too comfortable and we end up falling back, right? So that's the main thing that I'm changing right now. I'm training uncomfortably because the race is uncomfortable. And then for us to get the times that we want, we have to put ourselves in an uncomfortable place because you can't expect to be comfortable in life and achieve any goal. Simple. So you can't expect to go on this race and be like, I'm going to be comfortable and I'm going to get the goal. No. You're going to be uncomfortable during that race, doing whatever you're going through life. It's going to be very uncomfortable. But you have to be okay with saying, you know what? I know I'm going to be uncomfortable for this small period of time, maybe an hour or less, or an hour 30, hour 20, whatever your goal is, whatever that is. I'm going to be uncomfortable for this amount of time. But it's okay because I know afterwards I'm going to get the result that I'm looking for. And then guess what? At some point, that uncomfortable place and that uncomfortable pace that you're probably running or moving at will become your comfortable pace, right? So when I first started training to run a 6:30 mile and I during a race and hold it during a race, that was uncomfortable during training. But now I'm at a place like, all right, cool. I need to be trying to run a sub 6 mile during a race, right? Of course, it's kilometers and whatnot. I get it. So it's like a 350 or something of that nature. That's what I'm training to do. So when I go I'm training and I'm in zone 4 and I feel it, but that's okay because I know during a race, I'm going to fall back to that. That's what I'm going to fall back to. So you got to train into the level that you want to fall back to because what you're going to fall back on when you get tired, what you're going to fall back on when it gets hard, what you're going to fall back on when you get fatigued, you're going to fall back on whatever you train for. So if you trained to be at a 6:30 or a 6 pace or a 5:50 pace, you're going to fall back to that. You may want to try to run a 5:40, but you try to get there and you're like, all right, cool, but you fall back to a 5:50. So the point is to always aim high, but ultimately train to a place where, you know what, even if I don't land there, I'm still landing somewhere at a good spot. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying here? Now, this is the thing. I'm not an expert, and I know it probably sounds so easy. It's like, duh. But the thing is, most of us don't do it. I guarantee you, get yourself a heart rate monitor. Get yourself a Whoop. Get yourself anything. Just to track how your heart's doing. Matter of fact, watch. If you got an Apple Watch, watch it. Check your heart rate. Check your zones. And see, I guarantee you're going to be like, dang, bro, I do not train enough zone VO2 max. And that's what y'all need to do. You need to train in zone 4, zone 5 because you're going to be there. And not only that, you need to train from where it's changing so rapidly. Like go up, you'll be spiked, then trying to bring back down, and then be spiking down, and you get it back. Like you need to learn how to train that way. So that's one of those things that I've been working on. Like And I think it's very important that you all take this and run with it. Now, this one thing, I can't tell you like how to work out, what training, what intervals you should be doing. I can't tell you all that because I'm still learning all that myself. But one thing I can tell you, you better get used to training uncomfortable, because this race is literally for the uncomfortable. It's for those who are okay with being uncomfortable to achieve a goal, achieve a time, and ultimately understand that that's life overall. Life overall is that way. I'm going to be uncomfortable for a certain amount of time, but it's okay, because after I get to where I want to go, it'll be all worth it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at _Mr.Mindset. If y'all got any advice for me, please let me know. Please let me know. If you got any question for me, hit me up. Follow me on Instagram at _Mr.Mindset. And that's the best place to reach me at, really. If you want to try to comment on here, I actually answer my comments pretty quickly. So I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, and I hope to see y'all doing some uncomfortable workouts. Let me know. Matter of fact, let me know in the comments what's some uncomfortable workouts that y'all be doing so I could try to do it. Let's do it. I'll let y'all know some of mine too. So stay tapped in, lock in, like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out.